everyone back home. I'm Jasmine Haynes. I am here with our very own Episcopal leader, Bishop James E. Swanson Sr. Bishop Swanson, how are you doing?
Doing fine, doing fine.
Very well. So, right now, we're here to ask Bishop Swanson some questions about presiding. For those who haven't been to General Conference several times, it may be helpful as you watch the live stream to understand how we run General Conference. Bishop Swanson, correct me if I'm wrong, but presiding over a business session at General Conference is a team effort, correct?
Right.
Tell me about that.
Well, what it is that really, in essence, even when you see a bishop who's sitting in the chair, the bishop, in essence, is in that chair on behalf of all of the bishops. So, in essence, that person is presiding as a proxy, in a sense, for all of the bishops.
So what standard do you all use to run and guide the sessions and the business sessions?
Okay. Well, what happens is we have every General Conference, you have a committee on presiding officers, and that committee on presiding officers chooses among a pool of bishops, the bishops that they want to preside at each one of the sessions of the annual conference, of the General Conference, excuse me. And so it is that committee that makes that decision as to who will preside. Now, in the special call session, we're doing something a little different than we normally do in General Conference, and that is we've decided to do this in what we call triads, where we will literally have three bishops who sit. And it looks like the way we're going, because I'm seeing this as we go along, is that one of the bishops out of the triad begins the presiding, and it now looks like they're rotating to a second person in that triad. And so it appears that they will probably rotate to a third, because that's what they did today. This morning, Bishop Alstead began, and now they're moving to Bishop Hope Morgan Ward, who was a part of that triad. And we'll see whether or not they move to Bishop Palmer, but they might change, because again, it's up to the Committee on Presiding Officers.
Okay, and the standard that you all use is Robert's Rules of Order, as well as the rules that govern General Conference,
right? But you got to remember, the rules of the General Conference supersedes Robert's Rules. And where the General Conference does not have rules, then Robert's Rules kick in, so to speak.
Okay, Bishop Swanson, so for anybody else who's getting this presiding 101 for General Conference, is there anything else that people need to know? Well,
like I said, there's a little difference in this special call session, and it really is not something that the bishops thought of on our own. If you remember, there was some angst in the 2016 General Conference around the bishops presiding. And what the General Conference in 2016 did was that they put forth a motion that we would look into the possibility of bringing in a professional parliamentarian to train bishops, to make sure that all bishops had really good training. And that's what we did in lieu as we move towards this general special call session General Conference. And so we were asked, did we want to preside? And several of us did volunteer. And so we had 4 training sessions. And out of the pool of persons who actually volunteered, I was one of those who volunteered, we had 4 training sessions, and 3 of those training sessions were led by a professional parliamentarian. And so that's a little different than we've ever done before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Bishop Swanson, for just giving us some time from your extremely busy schedule. I hope you get something to eat fast.
Thank you. That's what I'm headed now. Miss Swanson just called me. So I better go find her and we can get some chance to eat. Thank you.
Remember, you can find any information that you want about General Conference at our conference website at www.mississippi-umc.org/GC2019. And you can watch Presiding happening live on the live stream from that link. Keep up with updates and information on Facebook as well. Stay tuned for more details from General Conference.
Bye.